Hey everyone, Captain Isaac here, lock and loaded. Welcome back to another COD mobile video. We're back with another episode of How to Phantom Forces, and this one is actually suggested by one of my gunsinking friends, the ones that I collabed with. Now again, before this video begins, I would like to give out a quick disclaimer. My data may be inaccurate, blah blah blah, all that in the last video. We good? Let's get started. In today's video, we'll be going over the LK24. The LK24 is an assault rifle in Call of Duty Mobile. It is introduced since launch and is unlocked at level 37. The weapon has a base damage of 26. It has two damage zones. It does 26 to the body and the rest of the body, and 31 to the head. For minimum damage, it does 18 to the body and 21 to the head. The damage value results in a 4 to 6 shot kill, much like the AK-117. The weapon has a drop-off range between 10 to 40 meters based on the training range. This gives the LK-24 a very generous range of engagement. The rate of fire of the weapon is 628 rounds per minute, which is over 10 rounds per second. This is slightly slower than the average of all assault rifles. All the information above gives it a minimum time to kill of 286 milliseconds within 10 meters. The hipfire cone of the LK24 is moderately sized, and it will recoil upwards and to the left. When aiming down sights, the camera recoils also moderately upwards and to the left. Gun recoil is quite mild, actually pretty unnoticeable compared to other assault rifles. For the aim down sight bullet spread, it is quite moderate. The reload time of the LK24 is 1.6 seconds. Keep in mind this is the time for the ammo counter to update. This is slightly faster than the average assault rifle's reload time. The LK can hold 30 rounds in the magazine and 120 rounds in reserve. Again, this will change if you use any ammunition attachments. The weapon fires in full auto, and it has average mobility and an average aim down sight speed. Now then, time for some trivia of the LK24. The LK24 originates from Call of Duty Online as the G37H. It also reassembles the G36C from Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3, as it sports the same reload animation. The LK24 is based off the H&K G36C with the absence of a carry handle. Now, this is how I run the LK24. For the muzzle, use the MIP Light Flash Guard as it busts ADS spread. For barrel, use the OWC Ranger, as this extends the range and tightens the ADS bullet spread. Optics, I went for none as I prefer more functional attachments than the optics, but it is optional as the sights are not the cleanest. Stock attachments, none, as it is quite not necessary. For the rear grip, stippled grip tape, as this reduces sprint to fire delay. For ammunition, none, since there are no custom ammunitions for this weapon and there are only extended magazines. It is not required as the weapon's rate of fire is not high. For underbarrel, Ranger foregrip, as this tightens the ADS spread by a lot. For laser, OWC laser, as this reduces aim down sight time and spread. And for this setup, I went with no perks. This setup, which I nicknamed the generic AR, is more on range combat. You would use this setup to fight at longer ranges, because at closer ranges other ARs would just melt you, and their SMGs and shotguns into consideration. I would rate this weapon a 5 out of 10 on the usage difficulty. The LK24 is really appreciated and underrated as it has a pretty slow time to kill, but where it shines is it has further engagement ranges and sporting only 2 damage zones, which means hits to the limb are not so penalizing. For my advice, fight at further ranges using the LK24, because at close range any other weapon would just outshine you. At further ranges, since you only have 2 damage zones and a average 5-shot kill, you can pretty much outdamage any AR. Overall, the LK24 is deadly in the right hands. It may not shred enemy teams, but it will get the job done, reliably. Now, we're nearing the end of the video. I would like to remind you about the disclaimer at the start of the video, where my data is not usually accurate, and there may be, of course, well, my opinions mixed into it. So, take this with a grain of salt again. If you like this video, or if this helped you in your gameplay with the LK24, consider leaving a like. And let me know what gun if you want me to do next by posting a comment down below. And always consider subscribing if you want to stay posted with more of my videos coming up. Now, I guess that's it. I'll see you guys in the next video. This is Captain Isaac, over and out.